In today's society, most jobs or careers require you to have a degree of some sort. And for most of us, it is the first step towards attaining our dreams. But how would you feel if something stood in the way of your dreams? I can tell you from experience, it's frustrating and not a good feeling. I became a single mom at the age of 18, and trying to continue my career towards getting an education and getting a degree became difficult. However, I had the support of my family, and not all student parents have that support. My name is Ashley Capizzoli, and I would like to tell you why colleges, specifically Mercy College, where I attend, should add childcare to its campus. I'll begin by telling you that childcare does not come easy, especially when you're a student. It holds a lot of time trying to figure out scheduling conflicts and is very expensive. It makes it extremely difficult for student parents. In a 2018 study by Alexis Wesley of NASPA, she says that 1 in 4 college students are parents. That's 4.8 million students. And only half of these students get degrees. Half do not finish college or leave before getting a degree. Over 60% of college students, including parents, are living at poverty level or lower. That's horrible. And this is according to a 2017 report by Melanie Kravavis. Living at levels like this affects childcare and affects education. It's expensive. Many parents have to work multiple jobs or long hours to be able to afford their children, and college alone. One semester of college tuition is very costly. When you factor in childcare costs, it's a whole nother ballgame. In the past several years, according to a 2017 report from the Institute for Women's Policy, the number of students' parents is on the rise, while the number of child cares on student campuses and college campuses is declining, making it even more difficult for student parents to reach their goals. 1/3 of student parents graduated between 2014 to 2020. This is not a high rate, and the dropout rate is continuing to rise. Some people might say that having student parents and children on campus to worry about isn't their problem. However, if you're a student or even faculty of a college, I disagree with that statement. Imagine having a student come to class who's a parent. Their grades may be lower because they're preoccupied and have other things to worry about. School may not be their first priority. And like having a baby or a child, school is a whole job itself, and your head needs to be in it fully. This parent may be full of worry and anxiety, worrying about where their child is, when they need to pick them up, when they need to drop them off, or how their child is doing with whoever they're left with during the day while they are in class. They may be attending class late, and walking in late is a distraction to both the professor and other students. They may have to leave early because their child care provider cannot stay with their child any longer, or until class finishes, which is another distraction. As well as cell phones. Student parents are on their cell phones quite often, checking in on their child, making sure the child's provider is okay, and the child, talking about pickup times, drop-off times, meals, sickness, and whatever else may come with that. And this student being on the phone is distracting to not only that student, but those in the classroom around them who are trying to learn. Now, this student parent has so much on their mind that they may also be drained and not fully there mentally, which means their performance in class isn't going to be 100, which may affect your learning because you're not getting proper information. Now imagine a campus that has childcare. This student can drop off their child before class. they're going to be less anxious about rushing to drop off their child or having to leave class to pick their child up, meaning they're not coming to class late, they're not leaving early, so that eliminates a distraction. They're also going to have peace of mind knowing that their child is close by and taken care of, so they don't have to constantly be on a phone, checking if their child is okay, or communicating with the child care provider. It takes away a lot of distractions, and in turn, this student can put more effort and more time into their schoolwork. Their head can fully be in the game, and they can give stronger presentations, stronger reports, and communicate better with their classmates. It's better for all classmates, that student, as well as the professor. But not only is it good for them, it's good for the child too. The child can build support and communication and socialization skills, which is amazing. In 2018, Maricela Berardi of the Post-Secondary Education Center at the American Progress Center for Parents says that Monroe College, which is our neighboring school, had more than triple the rate of on-time graduation for student parents who used their child care center than for those who didn't. It's incredible. And it shows you that child care works when it's on campus. Now, Mercy, we're called the Mavericks. Mavericks means free of constraints. So if we're free of constraints, why are we constraining student parents who are just as much as Mercy as any other student? We need to give them more supports and help them thrive and succeed just as well as any other student. At Mercy, leadership is also valued. And this is why I believe that as Mercy students, it's our job to support each other. Everyone, including student parents. And Mercy campus has, specifically the Bronx campus, has a lot of extra rooms and empty space that can be turned into childcare. And there's lounges. Some of these lounges can possibly be a family lounge room where student parent can bring their child in between classes instead of leaving them in the childcare center, freeing up more space for other children. And in this lounge, student can do work and the child can play. For the center, students can volunteer. It doesn't even have to cost a lot. Student parents can bring their children for childcare, and the amount of hours they get in childcare, they can pay with returned hours to volunteering at the center to help for other children. And students that are in the field, such as psych or education or anything that may deal with the child, can possibly talk to their professors about getting extra credit for doing projects or volunteering in the child care center to do studies or papers where this may be a beneficial hands-on study. In conclusion, I think that Mercy should support student parents. And a big way to do this is by adding childcare to campus, specifically the Bronx campus, but all Mercy campuses. You can help by reaching the president of Mercy College, Tim Hall, at thall@mercy.edu to voice your concerns. You can also sign the petition that I've attached. Having student support and childcare on campus can be beneficial to all. It leaves less distractions for that student, the students around them, and the professors. It can build peer relationships and give the student parents opportunity to bond with other student parents and have support. And it can just build a better environment for everyone on campus, giving them a safe space and positive learning environment. Please reach out, and thank you for listening. My name is Ashley Capizzoli.